Thank you for letting me come and speak, but I also want to apologize for not being here for the last couple of months. I have been battling some illnesses, had the flu, had COVID, a couple things just bounced around. I've had other meetings that I had to attend, and so anyways, we finally meet up. And so thank you for allowing me to come down here. One of the big things that I think that most of your citizens have been concerned about is the contract between the Sheriff's Office and Iron Gate about patrolling down here. And one of the things that I campaigned on when I came down here was that we would continue that service to Iron Gate, and that is my goal, is to continue it. When we started out, we had a couple of vacancies. We've been trying to fill those, and we have. And recently, we have went through a promotion cycle. We have a new chief deputy now, Chief Deputy Tommy Dean. We have a new captain now, Patrol Division Commander Chris Connor, and we'll be promoting a new sergeant in place of Captain Connor's place next week, hopefully. So we've been busy. We've had a lot of loose ends to tie up. On that, Sergeant Garcia is my speed enforcement sergeant. What I tried to do was delegate some responsibilities out to some of the younger supervisors, so that one, they could develop their personal leadership potential, but also so that things can get done. So Michael came down and he's met with Mayor Craig a couple of times, and we've discussed a few things, and Michael came up with this idea, which I think was a great idea. We currently have one auxiliary police officer, but we will soon have two. Deputy Ailstock is retiring from active service as a sheriff's deputy, and he'll be moving on into the retired life, but he wants to continue to be a police officer. So a way for him to do that is to come on as an auxiliary police officer, and we'll pay him for his time that he works, but basically that's what he'll get, is a paycheck. He won't be receiving any benefits during that time, which is okay because his wife works for me also, and we don't want to lose her. We want to keep her for a long, long time, all right?
Yes, you do.
So what the idea that we came up with was to take our two auxiliary police officers, auxiliary deputies, and have them assigned to Iron Gate. Okay, so the contract, I think, covers 16 hours a week. Is basically what it will cover. Deputy Ailstock will sometimes work all 16 hours. He'll sometimes work 8, and Deputy Campbell will work the other 8. Deputy Campbell is a nurse practitioner.
Correct.
And he's rather busy. So he will just get down here sporadically, but Todd, I think, is just going to be retired, and he's going to be able to come down and give you guys the service that you need. Todd is an aggressive speed enforcer. He used to do a lot of selective enforcement for the Sheriff's Office when he was active, and I think you'll be very satisfied with his performance. We will also, I spoke with Sergeant Garcia about an hour ago, and we will also be providing you with, if possible, 30 minutes to an hour per shift of enforcement. That's in addition to what time they will be down here. So if someone's working out here and they're on the east end, then I would hope that they would be able to come down here and at least drive through, be seen, stop, speak to someone outside in their yard, be visible. Part of our job in criminal crime policing, basically, and speed enforcement is visibility. If you're visible, people, what's the first thing you do when you see a police officer? You want to hit the brake and slow down. So whether you're speeding or not, most of the time you'll slow down. So that's our goal, is to be more visible in the town of Iron Gate. Now we also have to assist Clifton Forge. Clifton Forge is going through a rough time right now as well with personnel. I think they're down to 6 police officers total. That's including their chief. So we have told Chief Balzer that we will assist them also. We're very fortunate at the Sheriff's Office. We are full staff on our road right now. So that is very pleasing when I talk to other sheriffs throughout the Commonwealth who are 15, 20, 25 positions short, and they cannot, they're paying overtime just continuously. That's okay if you're the one receiving the overtime for a little while. But too much overtime is just as bad as not enough, because you hit burnout and then you're no good to anybody. So we're trying to avoid that. I've instructed my staff to watch our overtime budget, but what you're paying will assist these guys. And then, we've got some other things that are available to us as well. But that's what we're offering the town of Iron Gate. Once again, like I said, I apologize for not getting down here. I have had a couple of conversations in the last week or so, one with Councilperson Persinger and one with another citizen within the town limits here. Both are concerned about speed. I think you've had 4 accidents in one location within the last few months, and so that presents a problem, and I think a stop sign may be involved where that location is. So what we're going to do is we're going to be more visible, and we're hopefully going to reduce those numbers of accidents, but we're also going to make it safer for people to feel like they can get out and walk, their kids can get out and play and enjoy themselves. And that's what our goal is at the Sheriff's Office, is to get the community and the Sheriff's Office a whole lot closer than they have been in the past. So, does anyone have any questions or anything you'd like to ask? Hopefully I could answer.
The only thing I can think of is when we had our neighborhood watch meeting this past Tuesday, Chris Fisher was here, and then 2 other officers were also here, and one of the residents asked if you all would be able to go over on Tannery Road, which is across the tracks,
right.
Because believe it or not, they said there's people speeding over there, and I don't know how, because there's too many potholes.
Right.
But they said that they were getting up to speed, and then someone else had suggested to me about possibly putting up children at play signs, and Officer Fisher said that the speeding sign, the lit up speeding sign down here and the one at the very top of the hill belonged to Iron Gate, that we could potentially get the signs that says children at play and attach them and not have to bother VDOT.
Right.
With any signs, because we own those too.
Right.
So.
You could do that, or I was going to suggest you could reach out to VDOT and see if they would put a sign up over there for you. It's a pretty easy process. Contact Miss Susan Hammond, and she usually will send that to the sign department, and they'll come over. Mr. Roby will come down here. He'll visibly check the site first, and then he'll place a sign up. We recently had a speed limit sign placed up on Westgate Hill. A lady was concerned about being able to go for a walk. People coming up the hill too fast, and so we put a sign up. The one thing I will tell you about signs, VDOT has specific strict regulations about where they can place signs, and they will enforce that. So they can't put a sign up in a curve. They'll put a sign before the curve. And they have engineers that will figure out where's the best place for that.
Well, it's basically here on Commerce is what they were questioning.
Yes,
could the sign be there? Because we've noticed, even within the last week to 10 days, kids out riding bicycles and
That's right.
sitting right at the edge of the street to play rocks.
Right.
They're not in the road, but they're so close. And
I don't see a problem either way. If the town wants to purchase a couple of signs, you own the post, I think you can put them on there, or VDOT may put one on there also for you. But as far as Tannery Road goes, yes, we will go over there. We'll also patrol Westgate. We'll make the citizens of Westgate feel that they're protected as well. You're out here on the east end, and when Clifton Forge is tied up, you may not have a police officer within 15, 20 miles of you. So we're going to provide that to the entire community, and we're going to try to make everybody feel as safe as we possibly can. The deputies will also be down here during their shifts as well. And I'm going to speak to my supervisors and ensure that happens. So,
thank you.
And I would just like to thank you, the mayor, Mr. Garcia, Mr. Ailstock,
yes, ma'am,
for coming up with a plan. We needed this many years.
Yes, ma'am, I agree.
And I
I
think
worked here as a trooper for a long time, and I tried to get down here as well and do some enforcement sometimes, but, you know, it's very difficult. And I think when you're assigned to do it, then it means a little more to you. You know, it's kind of, you know, you're held accountable for being there.
I thank each and every one of you for what you're trying to do.
You're more than welcome.
Deputy Bates was the other officer that was in here.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris told me.
Yeah, and it's a good thing it's good to know that he's moving actually up on the hill, so he's a little closer too.
Yep. Deputy Fisher, though, Captain Fisher, is a valuable resource. You know, he's the crime prevention guy, and if you guys ever have any questions about that, just get a hold of him as well. So, anything else?
Is he gonna be the dog catcher?
No, sir. No, sir. He's retired.
He's not gonna be the dog catcher?
No, sir. We have a new animal control officer,
Okay.
Mr. Rickett, Deputy Rickett, and he's doing a good job so far.
Okay.
Really is.
I've had dealings with him with chickens. Anyway, yeah.
Anything else?
Are you good?
I'm good. Yes.
I guess I'm gonna turn the floor over to
Okay.
Mr. Ailstock.
Thank you.
Todd, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, council members. Appreciate your attention tonight. Some of you know me, I think. Some of you may not know me so well, but you'll be seeing a lot more of me in the near future. As the sheriff was indicating, I'm retiring July 1st. When I retired July 1st, I have to actually separate from all departments for a little over a month. So for the month of July, probably through the first week of August, you won't be seeing anything of me actually on patrol or anything of that nature. But after that, you'll see a lot more of me between now and then. And after that, I've worked 3 times down here so far since they've outfitted me with all the equipment I needed. May 24th, May 25th, and then again today. Each time I'm down here during each 4-hour shift, I will be doing a inspection of both parks, the Railroad Park and the Fork Farm area and Fork Farm River Park. When I go out to the River Park, I actually get out on foot, check down toward the river, check the porta potty area, and so far everything's been good out there. I've not seen anybody at either park during the 3 shifts, but as school starts to let out, I expect that to pick up a little bit here in the near future.
Water's too cold.
Yes. I have noticed that some of the speeds have come down on Market Avenue while I've been out on patrol. A lot of the speeds coming in are between 6 and 8 over. As soon as they see a police officer in the area, they immediately slow down to 35. I did write 2 tickets today. Both of those were in excess of 50 miles an hour, so they warranted corrective action. But other than that, I'll be available. I'll be patrolling out with Iron Gate and up on Westgate Hill, probably sometimes 4-hour shifts, sometimes 6-hour shifts, and as the mayor indicated, it'll be totally random so that there's no set pattern that people can say, well, I know he's not down there during this time of the day. I know he's not down there, you know, at this time of the night. It'll be completely randomized to make it more optimal to somebody will think that somebody's on shift around the clock, basically. Have any questions?
It'll depend on when the wife's sleeping and she tells you to go somewhere.
That's easy. Or I need a break.
We won't tell her you said that.
Well, I think she'll figure it out. But
Y'all have any questions for Mr. Ailstock, Deputy Ailstock?
Thank you.
all right. I do appreciate the Erskines, by the way, providing us with some cold refreshment while we're probably out here in the neighborhood. Thank y'all very much.
And Mr. Ailstock, I'll just say, no disrespect, I called him Todd when he come up. Me and Mr. Ailstock's been friends for a long time. Along with Sheriff Moore, we've known each other for quite a long time. And a lot of respect to these 2 guys right here. So, both professional, good at their game, if you call it a game, but they're good at what they do. So, we expect good things.
All right, absolutely.
And we're here to
And if anytime you have any concern, feel free to reach out to me. The mayor has my contact. He can contact me. I'm pretty readily accessible most of the times. when I'm on vacation, I have people call me from the office asking questions, and I reluctantly answer, but I know they need something that's bad if they're calling. So if you have any concerns or any issues, you can reach out to the mayor and he can forward those to me.
Will you have any cards?
I do not.
I have some for you.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.